Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Patrons of the East Brunswick Public Library will be excited to know that the library has reinstated Wednesday night hours and held a small ceremony with some savory treats to mark the occasion. Then we visit the council chambers as the Township Council held the reorganization meeting on Monday as incumbent council members were sworn in for their new terms. Mayor David Stahl brings us a new edition of Business Spotlight from fresh Pita on Riders Lane. We check out India Heritage Day at East Brunswick High School, sponsored by Agraj Seva Kendra, and drop in on the Teen Writers Workshop at East Brunswick Public Library, where the next generation of authors are honing their craft. And we'll stay at the library, where Howling Woods Farm brought some wolves to the library as part of an educational program for children. All this, plus we have a special segment produced by high school students from the East Brunswick High School Video Club, as they welcome back former classmates in Alumni Day. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Ellen Firestone. I'm the director of the East Brunswick Public Library, and we are celebrating a very happy event this evening. The library is reopening on Wednesday evenings from 5 to 9 p.m. We lost these hours, these service hours, 5 years ago, and we are very, very happy to be able to bring them back to our residents. So I have with me this evening the president of our Board of Trustees, Deborah Kornavaca, and I'd like Deborah to say a few words.
Thank you, Mary Ellen, and I want to thank you as director and your entire staff for working so diligently both through the difficult times when we were required at 5 p.m. to tell everybody in the library that they had to go home, which nobody liked and it was always full, and to make it possible for us to reopen today and extend these hours. As you can see, the library is full of people in every part of the library this evening, and we know that this is a valuable service to the community, so thank you so much for making it possible.
I am so excited that we got free cookies for this wonderful event of them opening till 9 o'clock on Wednesdays. Plus, I'm not getting kicked out into the freezing cold. This is wonderful because otherwise I wouldn't be able to come here to be tutored. So this is superb.
I also have to give thanks. Our mayor and council really supported us in our strategic plan to get these hours back. And I had a young lady tonight who said, "I'm so happy you're open." So that's really what we wanted to hear. We want people to come here. We know that our residents depend on us for information and a good book and learning new skills, computer skills, and coming to different programs, both for their children and for adults. So come on down. The library is open, and we'll be happy to see you from now on Wednesday evenings.
The East Brunswick Township Council held a reorganization meeting on January 5th as incumbent council members Camille Ferraro, Michael Hughes, and James Wendell were sworn in for another 4-year term on the council.
I'd just like to say that I'm very pleased to be sworn in to serve the township residents for another term in office as councilwoman, and that I've greatly enjoyed working for the township for the past 4 years. For me, it's a labor of love. I want to thank a few people who have helped me. It's more than a few, but the first would be the 7,000 plus residents who put an X next to my name last November. Thank you for voting for me. It would then have to be my fellow councilmen, Councilman Hughes and Councilman Wendell. We ran a very good campaign. We make a very good team. And I would also like to publicly thank Council members Catrino and Spadafino, because they have been a delight to work with this year and have shown what true partisan politics can accomplish. We have all worked as a team to serve in the best interests of the residents of the township. Some people have asked me why I take on this thankless task, as they put it, serving as a councilwoman. And I find that thank yous exist all over. It may not necessarily come from the person that I've just helped, or the person that I've given information to or direction or helped them in anything. But my reward sometimes comes from the stranger on the street who says, "Thanks, you're doing a good job, keep it up." And it comes from knowing that I'm simply doing what needs to be done as best as I can, using the talents and gifts given to me by God. I'll end by saying once again, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for putting your trust in me, and I hope I will not disappoint. And here's to 4 more years of making East Brunswick one of the best places in Jersey to live. Thank you all.
4 years ago, I stood at this podium and recited a few goals and promises that I had hoped to achieve as a member of this governing body. 1 was open and transparent government. 2 was to embrace opposing and differing viewpoints than that of my own and to try to work and find middle ground. And 3 was to be a responsible custodian of the town's finances. I'm happy to say that I believe we have accomplished these 3 goals, and these will be the underlying foundation upon which we build on for the next 4 years. 2015 and beyond will prove to be just as challenging as the last 4 years. Municipal budgets will still be tight, every penny will still be scrutinized, and work to redevelop Route 18 will begin to take shape. In the next 4 years, we will be calling on ordinary residents to take time out of their days and nights to assist this town in bringing back our commercial corridor and move forward our redevelopment process in a direction that the town can be both included in and proud of. In my mind, holding office in a democracy is the highest honor that a person can achieve. I've been through 3 elections in this town, and I have won each time. I don't ever take that for granted, and I work harder and harder each year to represent all of the people, those that supported me, those that supported my opponents, and those who did not vote at all. It is my honor to be sworn in this evening, and I look forward to making you all proud to live in East Brunswick.
We have worked hard these past 4 years. I think we've proven what we can do in 4 years, and now we're looking to do more in the next 4 years. And we'd be remiss if we didn't thank those people that helped us. The other council people who sit up here, Mike, Camille, Denise, Mike Spadafino. I mean, we've all shown what we can do, and I look forward to working with all of you in the coming years. And I would like to thank my wife, Barbara, and my family, as well as Charlie Bruno, Victor Santamarina, Dave Zarnowski, and Donna. You've been tremendous every step of the way. So look forward to another 4 years. Thank you very much.
Nominations were also held for council president, with Michael Hughes receiving the nod, while Denise Contrino was reappointed as vice president. The next council meeting will be on Monday, January 26th at 8 p.m., and a full schedule of meetings and agendas can be found at the township website at www.eastbrunswick.org.
Meeting's adjourned.
Hi, it's Mayor David Stahl with another edition of Business Spotlight. I'm at the new Pita Mediterranean Grill at 346 Riders Lane, and I'm joined with Samuel Hanna and his daughter Odina to discuss the new restaurant here at Pita. Sam, it's a beautiful restaurant. I congratulate you on opening it up. I know that you've done many businesses that have been successful, including the Cold Stone Creamery and the Subway that are sandwiched in between this location. But what gave you the inspiration for Pita?
Pita, that's the bread, the Egyptian bread. We use it all the time there. And it's everybody, that's the most famous, bread in the Mediterranean area, the Pita.
So you figured if everyone knows about Pita, they're going to come and get some Mediterranean food?
Yeah.
Odina, why don't you talk about some of the items that are on the menu here?
We have the most popular, the beef shawarma and kofta, and we also hit the vegetarian items. So we have shrimp. We also have spanakopita, macaroni bechamel, grape leaves, and our famous lentil soup. So those are some of the vegetarian items.
Beef shawarma, what is that for those that don't know that?
Beef shawarma, we make it fresh. Everything's fresh made here. We get the meat, we slice it, marinate it for a couple of days, and we stack it right over there on the rotisserie. It's stacked, and it slowly cooks on the rotisserie, and we shave it down as per order.
And kofta, what's that?
Kofta is the ground beef. It's with ground beef and lamb. It has parsley, onions, tomatoes, and it's on skewers, and we grill it to order.
What have you found from your customers so far as the number one choice?
Number one choice, I would say the beef shawarma. I don't know if
and lentil soup.
And the lentil soup.
Lentil soup is very famous.
And we
now.
also, the dessert, we also serve dessert. So we have the baklava is one of the most popular dessert here. Yeah.
And I know on the menu, even some of the sandwiches you can either get as a sandwich or also as a platter.
Yeah, the platter is really popular. We make the rice here fresh, and it's really delicious. Yeah.
The platter comes with the salad and rice and side dressing. And usually, everybody when we tell them, we have rice, we make it here. It's very delicious. They take it, as a platter.
I know the holidays, we just finished the holidays, but businesses throughout the year and families also throw parties. You do catering here as well?
Yes, we do catering. We have sandwiches for lunchtime and dinner time. We do catering. We have over here the platter combo, so we get all the meat and the salad, We also do trays of macaroni bechamel and grape leaves, and also we do the falafel platter for the vegetarians. It comes with salad, pita bread, and the tahini sauce.
That's great, and I know sometimes we get hectic at lunchtime when we're working at home or in our offices. Can we call ahead for orders?
Oh yeah, you can anytime head for order, because especially for hawashi, because it takes about 10 minutes to heat it up, and just at least 25 minutes or 30 minutes, because sometimes you get busy here. You can call ahead, and we're gonna start to deliver soon. After Christmas.
I think that's an important point. I mean, the food is made to order here. It's not like in some of the other fast foods where, it's just literally made and they just pull it off.
Yeah.
Here, you make it right to order.
Yeah, so the customers are really understanding of that. They know that we make everything fresh, so they like it grilled to order, and they sit down and we bring out the food for them, and they enjoy that.
Sam, what are your hours here?
Our hours right now from 10:30 in the morning to 9 every day, except Friday and Saturday from 10:30 to 10. I think in the summer we're going to increase it a little bit, but now we just start, we exhausted.
In a good way. That means you've been very, very busy here. Sam, I know with the sandwiches, there's many different type sauces that you offer. Why don't you mention them?
Yeah, we have different sauces here. We have tzatziki. The tzatziki is good with the chicken and beef. And also have tahini. It's excellent, with the beef and falafel, especially for falafel. And also have hummus, we have baba ganoush, we have oil and vinegar, and we have garlic mayo. We make it fresh here. It's roasted garlic with mayo and some spices. It's excellent. Everybody like it. We have tartar sauce for the fried shrimp and fried fish. And that's it.
And your phone number here.
Our phone number here is 732-930-PITA, which is 7482.
That's great. And I know, having eaten here, I mean, your restaurant's beautiful. The food's fantastic. And there's so many different choices. I think you're going to do really well here. And I congratulate you on opening business. I know, as I said, you've got Cold Stone Creamery next to us and the Subway. And it's nice to see East Brunswick residents doing so well in their businesses.
We live in East Brunswick for 20 years now. And the good thing about here, I have the customer, they come, I open for 6 weeks now. I have some customers, they came about 12 times so far, and for 4 times, 5 times. That's a good thing, which I like, the people coming back and back.
Obviously means you're serving excellent food here.
I hope so.
Again, I congratulate you for opening up. I want to encourage our folks here in East Brunswick to come visit Pita here at 346 Riders Lane, and I guarantee you're going to get a fantastic meal. Again, thanks for watching.
Howling Woods Farm, a rescue shelter for domestic bred wolves and wolf dogs, visited the East Brunswick Public Library recently to educate children about the animals and to let residents meet and greet the wolves. Can you briefly tell us a little bit about what you were doing here today at the library?
We came here to visit the children and teach them about wolves and what they look like, to get rid of the myths that we learned from the fairy tales. Because kids only know about Little Red Riding Hood's version of the wolf, and we wanted them to know what they were really like. Well, we want them to, in the future, know that we need to conserve these animals because they are beautiful, majestic symbols of the wild. And, it would be nice if we had a future audience that would enjoy wolves out in the wild instead of hunting them. They're off the endangered species list now, so we'd like to have them return to that. And like I said, in the future, these children will remember this, hopefully, and have a good experience.
And then your farm is a sanctuary for wolves, I understand. Can you maybe elaborate on that a little bit?
The name of the farm is Howling Woods Farm. We're in Jackson, New Jersey. We're about 3 miles from Great Adventure. We actually were a rescue for wolves and wolf dogs, domestic bred wolves. What happens is that people get these as cute little puppies, and they find they can't take care of them, and unfortunately they surrender them to a shelter, and shelters will have to euthanize or find a place like Howling Woods Farm or a sanctuary where they would live out the rest of their life. So we rescue them, we take them from these shelters, and we try to find them new homes that can take care of them. So we had Dakota, Samson, and Sierra here today, and the 3 of them were in the movie The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's a Disney movie, and it was a lot of fun for them. And the kids like meeting the movie stars, too.
And then personally, what got you so involved with the farm, and why do you keep doing these programs?
Actually, my daughter had post-traumatic stress from bullying, and I started working with them and working with her with the wolves, and I found that it gave her a lot of energy, a lot of confidence, and calmed her down. And so when she got over her post-traumatic stress, I stayed with the wolves and started learning all I could about them. I feel that I owe them that much.
You said people can come take tours of the farm and visit if they want to do that or find more information. How can they go about that?
They can go to our website. It's howlingwoods.org, and they can make an appointment. And we're open during the weekends, most weekends, and we're open sometimes during the week.
Today's program is called Adi Shakthi, a celebration of divine power in women. This program is a Indian classical dance event sponsored by ASK, Agraj Seva Kendra. And in this program, there are 5 Indian classical dance schools participating, and we have 3 different classical styles, which are Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, as well as Mohiniyattam. So these 3 are South Indian classical dances from different regions in India, and so the teachers from 5 different groups are coming together to portray the power in women. Each woman is a daughter, a mother, a wife, and we have been empowered by the power within ourselves, and we do so many things. I think we are the epitome of multitasking, and so through Indian classical dance, via bringing out of different features of these movements and the divine power based on Hindu mythology. That is what is being portrayed today via the Indian classical dance. Kids and teachers have been practicing for I would say, more than many weeks, and some of the teachers have actually prepared special dance pieces, special music, in theme, pertaining to the theme today. And not only that, actually a couple of teachers from different styles have come together to present a combination of the two different dance forms. And so, I don't think we've done a Indian classical dance presentation of this combination so far, at least in the last few years. So I'm really excited and honored to be emceeing today.
We are at the East Brunswick Public Library, and we are attending the final session of the Teen Writers Workshop.
I expected everything but what the Game Masters decided to do. The virus wants a trial, let her have a trial. I'm brought into an empty event room which is dressed up as a courtroom. There are NPCs and programs as witness, a program I don't recognize as my lawyer, another program I don't recognize as my prosecutor, a jury of avatars, and of course the Supreme Game Master as a judge.
We started this workshop in November. It was a 4-week session workshop for writers, for teen writers who were interested in working on their writing, on their creative writing skills. And mostly we did it also in celebration of NaNoWriMo, which is the National Write a Novel in a Month in November. We didn't get full novels out of anyone this time around, but I think it was a good start.
The boy gave a toothy grin from his cot in the hospital. The old man sat next to him, getting a feel for the controller. It was a weird little thing, 2 knobs sticking out for his old spindly fingers to wrap around. An Xbox, the little boy called it. He chatted on pleasantly.
We had a great instructor, Flora Kim, who is a teacher at Rutgers of Korean literature, and she's done these workshops in the past. So she was really good at helping the kids and prompting them and giving them ideas as to how to start their stories.
Basically, there are 2 types of writers. One is like an architect who plans everything. He knows where everything goes. It's like a blueprint. And then starts writing. And another kind of writer is like a gardener. You sow the seed and then let it grow and just water and prune and stuff. I've heard about writers who write 9 to 5. They get up, they get dressed, just like, as if you're going to a regular job. And then they just discipline themselves and write all day. And then, at 5 o'clock they call it a day and have dinner. And some other writers, they just, drink lots of coffee and then stay up all night. So, there's no one way of doing it. Emily Dickinson never published a thing in her lifetime.
All the kids have been working on their projects, and they've all done great jobs. And we have our book all printed out for them. And we are going to be keeping a copy or 2 in the library collection as well, so you can check it out and read the stories if you'd like.
Let us give us a round of applause. Thank you guys for working so hard.
The library will be hosting its first Maker Fest in celebration of New Jersey Makers Day on Saturday, March 21st. The Maker Fest is a family-friendly showcase of invention, creativity, and resourcefulness, and a celebration of the maker movement. People not just happy to talk about the next big thing, but to make it. The Maker Fest offers tech enthusiasts, crafters, scientists, garage tinkerers of all ages and backgrounds, a platform to share their passion projects with the public. Interested in sharing your passion project? Go to the library's website and submit your MakerFest proposal form. Deadline is January 16th. Help the library celebrate the maker in all of us. Questions? Email Erin Pickett at apickett@ebpl.org. We hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Leah Wasserman and I'm reporting from Alumni Day. We're so happy to have all the students back from last year. Let's see what they have to say.
Alumni Day is an annual event that we run every year where we invite former graduates from the previous class to come back and talk to our current juniors and seniors about their experiences in college, the process that they went through, about applying, and how they decided on the college that they are currently in. We have alumni from over 60 schools, some big schools like Rutgers and Penn State, and then we have some other small schools like Art Institutes and Temple University.
As adults, sometimes students don't always listen to what we have to say about college, but they will listen to their peers. These are students they went to high school with that they've known since they were little, so they're going to listen to them more than they sometimes will listen to us.
Being able to come back and just tell everyone else who are students now just how it was like in college during first semester, I feel really privileged. We're also sort of helping the students now ease into moving into college. So I'm just really grateful to be able to come back and give my advice. I think that to have actual college students come back and people that they are familiar with and who they know, to be able to give them that advice, I think it's really great, and it's also more personal because they know us. So I think that they definitely got something out of it.
They're getting a lot of different viewpoints from a lot of different places, and it's really going to help them when they experience it themselves.
The hardest transition from high school to college for me was living away from home and living with a roommate, like in such a small proximity, and having to like learn how to like coexist with a stranger.
The biggest change, I guess, is the amount of free time I have. There's just like a lot of time between classes and stuff.
The biggest change from high school to college is the amount of work by far.
The workload.
Definitely the workload, managing it.
You get maybe 3 or 4 papers, and then you have maybe 2 tests, 3 tests. So it really is important to do your very best on each grade you get, because you don't always get a chance to make up.
You have to take things into your own hands and take it upon yourself to be proactive and take the initiative a lot more than in high school.
In high school, you might miss a homework assignment, you might not do so great on a quiz or something, and you could still make it up because you have enough grades to make it up. In college, you mess up. Yeah, that's a 30-year grade.
To balance school and social life, I always make sure school's the priority, and if I can't go out on the weekends or if I can't do something, it's not the end of the world. I know I have next weekend, so I know school is a priority.
Preparing finals was easy for me, but I think a lot of that had to do with coming from East Brunswick, so I was used to the workload.
East Brunswick, the teachers here, they do a great job preparing you for college, I feel like. The quality of the work the professors expect out of you, for the most part, is the same quality of work the teachers here demand out of you.
Wow, today was such a great day. We learned so much and we're even more prepared for college now, and I hope everyone is. It was so great to see all the students that came.